Hello everyone. We are starting with the DSS series. The starting concept is arrays. So in arrays we are having patterns of 6 patterns. Arrays basics, sliding window, prefix sum, binary search, 2 pointers, and sorting techniques. So first let us start with arrays basics. In arrays basics, first what is a Java array? So we are going to solve our DSA everything in Java programming language. So we'll learn how to declare an array in Java, how to initialize an array, and how to instantiate an array in Java. Java array is an object which contains elements of similar data type. The elements are stored in a contiguous memory location starting with the index 0 and ending with the size of the index size of the array -1. We can access that element using a syntax of name of the array in square brackets, the index of the array, which will give the array element. So basic disadvantages of this array is it is having a particular fixed size limit. It can't grow on its way. For that we need to use list, not array. So basic syntax of how to declare array in Java is we will write the data type and the brackets and array name, or interchanging the brackets we can write it, and instantiating using a new operator int a equal to, this is the declaration, instantiation and initialization all together done in a single line. So this is a basic problem. To access that element, we basically write array name and the index in square brackets in the system.out.println so that we can access that element in this way. If we want to print the whole array, we'll write a for loop traverse in the array and print the elements. This is the basic syntax and basics of array. So as we discussed earlier, we are first solving arrays basics problems. In arrays basics problems, we are having problem set matrix 0, Pascal's triangle, next permutation, rotate matrix by 90, find the duplicate number, repeating and missing number, majority element 1, majority element 2, grid unique path, and power of x command. So first let us solve with the next permutation problem. In next permutation problem, I tried to solve with this logic of by 2 int l equal to names.length. But this logic is completely wrong. I got it later. So this is completely wrong. The declaration, everything is fine, but the logic is wrong. So first, what the problem says is a permutation. For this 1 to 3, if we write all the permutations of those numbers for the given array, we need to find what the next permutation will be. They gave 1 to 3. For the 1 to 3, the next permutation will be 1, 3, 2. Lexicographical order, nothing but dictionary order. In dictionary, after 1 to 3, 1, 3, 2 will be coming. So the next permutation of 1 to 3 is 1, 3, 2. If they ask us to find the next permutation of 1 to 3, if the input is 1 to 3, then the output should be 1, 3, 2. And similarly, we are having some inputs and those outputs. For that, we need to write the logic and write our code. So first, let us start writing code in Java. First, we will find out the length of the array. So array is nums, so nums.length. Next, we are going to declare an index, starting index with -1. Next, after declaring index with -1, if we look into this, we need to find a breakpoint where array of I will be less than array of I minus 1, I plus 1. The successive index should be greater than before index. So let us start writing that. After declaring this, for int I equal to n minus 2 from 1, then we are going to write index equal to I we had identified the breakpoint, and if index, and after this we need to write a break. This is optimized approach. We are having a brute force approach, is that we will be finding all the permutations of the given array and performing a linear search. After performing a linear search, the successive array should be our answer. That will be our brute force approach, and this is the optimized approach. This is a for loop ends here. Later we are having is if index equal to minus 1. That means what it is, this logic is written for if they're asking the next permutation for 3 to 1, then the permutation after 3 to 1 will be 1 to 3. So the reverse of the array. If the array is the reverse of the given array, then we will be writing the starting array. So if index equal to minus 1, then we are going to do reverse of nums comma 0 comma n minus 1 and return. After this, after finding out the breakpoint, we need to find the index which is next greater element for this index and swap with that. So for that we'll be writing for int I equal to minus 1, I greater than IND, I minus minus, if nums of I greater than nums of index then we'll be writing int temp equal to nums of I. We are going to swap, right? For swapping the that index and with our IND, first we are taking a temporary variable and copying this value nums of I, then nums of I equal to nums of int nums of int will be temp. After this we will be writing break again. Next we are going to reverse the remaining part. As we need a just increase just next after that permutation, right? So we'll be writing reverse so that it will be in the increasing order. This is basically a reverse function. So let us see. Okay, we can see that all test cases has been passed. Okay, this is how we solve the next permutation problem. Let us see the next problem in our next video. Thank you.